Now, Faith,
Yeah.
I'm thinking, why should you set these boundaries? This is a very important question. Somebody's probably listening and they're asking, so why do I need to set these boundaries?
First, to reduce codependency.
Yes.
Yeah, because it comes with that, how do you put it, the expectation that
High expectations, yes.
expectations that in case of anything, I know so and so will sort me,
Mhm.
but you've not put the clarity that I'm unable to do this, I'm unable
Yes.
to do it. And this comes also with siblings.
Yes.
For example, the elder ones, and you have a younger sibling, they expect the fact that you are their sister or
Yeah.
their brother, you need to take care of stuff.
True.
Like it's automatic. You're
Yeah,
our
yeah,
elder
yeah.
sister, you're our elder brother. You need
You're
to
the
solve
deputy
this.
parent.
Yes, you need to do this. But remember, these people have their own families.
True.
So the importance of, if an individual would clarify and say, you're my sis, I'll take care of this, but this is not on me. You're
True.
over 18, take care of this shit.
Yes,
So
yes, yes,
unless
yes,
there's that clarity, then becomes a bit harder. Then that's where family issues come in. Yeah. Then that was just an example, though.
Exactly,
Yeah.
yes.
Then also it's good for physical and emotional comfort. Someone, when they know these boundaries, with this person you cannot ask anything. You have to have calculated steps before you reach out to this person. You won't have issues where someone is asking you, how old are you?
Yes.
Or utazaa lini?
Yes.
Utaoa lini?
You're 35.
You're 35, yes. So those things are very important, and it gives you the comfort.
Yeah.
You don't have to stress that when I'm hanging out with so and so,
This is going to pop up.
yeah, you want to hang out and have fun.
True.
Yeah,
True, true.
you have a safe space.
Right.
Yeah. Then also it's important to separate your wants, your thoughts,
Yes.
your needs,
Yes.
and specifically to those around you. It makes it easier for you, to separate those things so that they know that this is it. So it's very important as well, apart from the emotional part, the physical part, and also it enables you set expectations with whoever you are interacting with. The biggest problem with the society currently, we have very high I know you're my friend.
Yes.
You probably say your intentions.
Yes.
Then I just naturally have expectations.
Yeah. Instantly.
But I don't communicate the same to you.
Yes.
So the relationship fails, but it's not because the other party did not try harder.
Yeah.
It's because you did not communicate your
And that's very key.
expectations. Yeah. So, and the other person as well has his own expectations. So you're on a journey, but on two different paths.
That's right.
But if I communicate my expectations, you as a friend or as a brother, then it becomes easier for you to know, this one I can hack, this one I can't. Yeah, chick, I can't afford this.
Yes.
Me, how I was raised, this is how I'm supposed to do this.
Yes.
And you're like, okay, dude, ni hivi na hivi. So it becomes very easy to communicate your expectations.
And as a
when
good
there's
friend,
boundaries.
yes, and as a good must be understanding and very respectful. She said it, she communicated, she was very honest with me, or he was very honest with me. The last thing I can do is go against it.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we thrive in conclusions. I thought.
My God.
And we thrive through it. Whenever there's an issue, I thought. But you did not say it.
You did not say it.
Yeah,
That's the
why would
thing.
you
Why
think?
would you even assume? I thought it would be okay to ask. And that's also why people go into defense mode immediately. I mean, other people are okay with it. So I thought you'd be fine with it because, and they're like, no, that's not true. You needed to communicate.
Yes.
I need to hear from you first.
Yes.
My goodness. My goodness. So now let's talk about the types of these boundaries. Walk me through some of these things.
One of it I already had mentioned about time boundaries. And interestingly, I have this clique of friends where you want us to meet and bangaiza.
Yes.
Please let us know tunakuja kubangaiza.
Yes. Isikuwe kitu ingine.
Isikuwe kitu ingine.
Isikuwe na vitu zingine kwa bracket hapo.
Yeah, so that I schedule my time knowing the entire afternoon I'm going to waste it.
Yes.
But totally don't tell me, let's meet at 2, let's have coffee, and show up at 4. They'll go, like they literally go.
Yeah.
You'll have that meeting alone.
Yeah.
Literally. So it's important because initially I used to find it uncomfortable.
Yes.
But I realized how important it is, especially if you have several meetings. For example, today, I've gone to over 4 offices today. It was crazy. One was on Gong Road, the other on Riara Road.
Yes.
Then I I was at Kenyatta Hospital.
Right.
And had to go back to Riara, and I came here.
Yes.
So
Had a very
if
busy
I
day.
would, yes. So if I wouldn't have made it to my morning appointment by 8, then I wouldn't have made it here. Those delays in between, but I was like, okay, you know, the fact that you've hacked the first one and they showed up on time, I was like, thank God, because it saved all the other hassles. I was wondering, do I have to shift everything to Wednesday or Thursday?
That's for true.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
for sure.
So it has, because I might be meeting a friend, but you see, it's within the timeline. So if it's about catching up to pick a story, then I'll tell you, okay, Sunday would do.
Perfect.
Yeah, so that I
I'll
don't
be
have
free.
to rush. I don't have to do over and above. But if it's meeting for a cup of coffee with a purpose, then let's meet over the cup of coffee, do an hour and go.
That's it.
That's it.
That's something very important. See, to figure
Yes.
kahawa, then later on, do you want to? I thought maybe you were free, so we could. No. And then
Yes.
now, when you say no, then it becomes a problem.
Becomes a
Oh,
problem.
you are like this, you are like that. You feel me? So now we've
Yeah.
talked about the time boundaries.
Then
we have
there's
also
physical boundary.
right.
Yeah, me, I'm this social butterfly in my past years. I can say not so far, like 2 years, 3 years ago, where I would hug anyone I know. Like, you've seen that I'm already.
Yes, you're a hugger.
Yeah, I'm
yes.
a hugger.
Yes.
Yeah, but there are people who are not. And sometimes that's why I asked you. Remember,
Yes.
before I hugged you, I was like,
You did ask, can I hug you?
Can I hug you?
And I've also met people who like
Yeah.
that. I could. Do you mind if I don't?
Yeah.
Come over, yeah.
yeah, because there's boundaries.
True.
And it's important. Some people don't. Some people are just nice. They would be like, it's okay. It's okay. But they're not comfortable with it.
Yes.
So I've learned over time to just ask, because I realize people are not like me.
Exactly.
Me, I'm like, yo, it's okay. What's the big deal?
Yes.
The world has so much that is eating us up. So
There's a science release. A study was released and said hug makes people feel warm and happy and
yeah. And the others are like, no.
even
no,
handshake.
no.
There are people who prefer fist bump nowadays.
Yes,
So you must also
yes.
seek the permission and shake their hands. Don't just do that.
Exactly. Then there is also, that can be elaborated further.
Yes.
But we can move to the next one, which is sexual boundaries.
Yes.
We've had scenarios where people who are dating, who are married, would say, my spouse raped me. And someone would be like, excuse
How's
me.
that
And even
possible?
people will laugh about it. Like,
True.
really?
True.
You're dating.
Yes.
Yeah? Because to them, it's okay. But people need to realize there has to be that. The other person has to be okay with being in the moment that you want them to be.
That's
in.
true.
Yeah, the fact that you're high here,
Yes.
the other person needs probably recharging before they get there. And those are things that really eat up relationships because we don't talk about it.
Yeah.
We don't want to say it. We just want to fulfill the other person. Then what happens?
That's true.
It trickles down to every other person who is near them.
Wow.
Yes. Then there is financial boundaries.
Yes.
That comes hand in hand with material boundaries. Yeah. There is I know of people who don't take care. You give them a key to your car
Yes.
and it comes back and you're like, wow. Tank E.
Not
And you
washed.
not washed.
There's a window that has been spoiled somewhere.
I swear. And you cannot do a thing about it.
The seats are dirty. I mean,
Yeah.
they're muddy. It's
And the
crazy.
saddest part is if it's family. I don't even talk about cars. You know, kuna mtu mtaani anashanga, wengine hatuna gari, blah, blah,
Yes,
blah.
yes.
It could be even your own personal space. You're staying with someone and their relatives, their friends, and you cannot just respect the little that they have or they're sharing with you. Even a simple thing like bathroom.
Yes.
That's a whole personal space. So unless you take care of those things, it becomes harder. Financially, in terms of money, you ask for a loan today,
Yes.
you don't get it back. Personally, I don't. Family, I don't give loans.
Yes.
And my friend here, she was telling me, Mimi, I'd rather just count my losses when it comes to certain people. And I totally feel her.
Yeah.
Because she was like, okay, I'll tell you today, I'll refund 1,000. They're like, me, I know her. I don't want to fight with her.
She knows too well.
Yeah,
This money is
so-
going to come back after 2 months or never.
Yes. So she's like, okay, let me count my losses. I'm willing to lose how much? 400.
Yeah.
She have 400, then don't refund. Yeah, our relationship is way much better.
And that
than
is very, very wrong.
Yes. So financial boundaries are something else, and I've seen it even with my family.
Yes.
They'd prefer to give you. We are able to assist here.
Yes.
When we are not able to, then that's it. Then there is emotional boundary.
True.
emotional boundary. In 2021, I was going through some emotional turmoil.
Yes.
And I'm using my own example. One thing I respect about my family, they never reached out. You know the way you see someone going down the drain?
Yes.
But they're not talking.
They're not. Just
We've
quiet.
been taught to talk. So if you don't talk, it means you're not ready to talk. You're not ready for emotional conversation.
Correct.
So they respect it. So they'll be like, how are you? They'll call you, they'll reach out, but no one will tell you, you know, we've had, we saw you on the street, someone told us you don't have a home. You've not said, so we won't ask much. So sometimes, initially, I was frustrated. But when I was ready to speak out,
you did.
I did, and it worked way much better, because the point is, nime snap out. I need to get a solution.
True.
So there's that part, and sometimes people just don't want to say how they're feeling, what they're going through, and the best we can do is just respect their silence. There's this other thing also, we've been, Twitter, things trend and they go about. There's this gospel artist who passed away because of, what is it called? Marriage abuse.
Yes, a gospel artist, I can remember very well.
And people are like, anyone who is in marriage and they're being abused, walk out. You know, it's so easy for people to say walk out.
Easier said than done.
But you don't know what these people are going through.
True.
And they might be having the best people in the world.
Yes.
There's emotional abuse and there's the physical abuse. But all are intertwined in a way that only them know what they go through. Wow. And the best we can do to respect that and put a boundary to that is, you suspect someone is going through something, reach out. Call them for coffee. Engage them. Keep them busy.
Yes.
Make them trust you.
Yes. That's very important.
Let them believe that there is a better person away from my home.
That's right.
Or away from my relationship. Because even youngsters are going through such stuff, but they're not talking. Unless they reach that point, they will not be able to walk out.
Let me tell you, this is a very interesting conversation, and I love it. I was just like, this is exactly what's happening in my life, and people talk about it. They tell me, because you have these conversations. We could have a lengthy conversation around it, but sadly we are time bound. We're going to have to call it a wrap right now, but I will engage you further off air, of course. Thank you so much, Faith, welcome. For dropping by. Where can we find your socials? Because I can imagine you have plenty of content over there.
So
where can we find you on your Instagram, your Facebook, your Twitter?
On all social media, if you just search Faith Agnetta, you get me. Yes. I'm also I've created a platform actually that's already in existence.
Yes.
The Herons, THEHERONS, where it's purely relationship, matters to do with families, risk, love, and relationships.
Love it. Risk, love, and relationships.
Yes.
Triple R.
Yes.
Fantastic. Asante Sana, that of course is motivational speaker and realtor. That is Faith talking to us about boundaries. The conversation has got to go on in the next hour. Of course, you must engage us. You should engage us. We have plenty of content out there. But right now, let's give money. Come out and